Welcome back, guys. In this new video, I will be showing you how to apply AutoCAD to draw this figure. So our main objective is you should be able to analyze the drawing. You should be able to select the appropriate AutoCAD command and use it efficiently. Now, looking at this figure, now the principle is when the drawing figure, we try to break it down into four shapes: rectangle, circle, triangle, and line at an angle or parallel lines. Here we have this figure. Yes. And this figure, the overall dimension is, overall rectangle is 60 by 60. So my first step one, would be to draw a rectangle. $60 by 60. The next step in AutoCAD would be to offset this by 15. And for rectangle, we'd use a dynamic input. So the next step would be to offset this by 15. Yeah, so offset. So this will be the first rectangle. We offset this by 15. Offset by 15 to get this in a rectangle. We would then to get these points, these 4 points. Next we would use circle. Next we use circle, and we'll draw a circle here. Circle. That is done. Now our next step is to chamfer these edges. Chamfer these. These are 15 in this direction. So I would, well, probably what I would do, I would draw, I probably would redraw, use chamfer. Well, we don't do one of two ways. Like we could use circle to chamfer this. Use circle, or use object stop tracking. So one side is, well, I would need to determine this side, this distance here. If from the center, if from here to here is 30, from here to here is 30, here is 10, here the space right here is 10. This is 10 down. 10, 10, 10. So we could use chamfer. We could use chamfer. We could use chamfer. We could use chamfer. Chamfer, or we could use circle. We'd use circle or circle. Circle and or object snap tracking. With circle, I would draw a circle 2P to get this point right here. Or I could use object snap tracking. Well, I'll probably use circle 2P circle here to get the first point here. Then object snap tracking and object snap tracking from there to get this point. Then draw down. Or I could use the next circle to get the first one. Yeah. Or we could use chamfer. With chamfer. So I would draw. Yeah, we could use chamfer for this. Chamfer, and you could use the chamfer 1, 15, chamfer 2, 10, and then you touch these, touch, and those to get those chamfers. Or you could use circle. to get those points. Remember, we use circle to transfer to just mark off distance. Yeah, and you then have those. So you could use chamfer, circle, or object snap tracking to get these points, to mark off these points. Yeah, to get these chamfers here. The fifth point is to get this section here. For this, I would use rectangle. I would use a rectangle. Rectangle. And this rectangle would have a distance. On the X, it would be rectangle 15 by 20. 15 by 20. Remember now that the horizontal value is the X, the vertical value is the Y. So this is 15 this way by 20 to get a rectangle. Then I would copy this, copy this using here as a base point, drop it right here to get that there. Use copy again, here as the base point, drop it right here to get that right there. To get this part right here. And of course we could delete this in a rectangle because we no longer need it. We could delete that. So we'll get our chamfers by using that all the way around. Our next step is to draw this hexagon inside here. To do that, to do a rectangle, then our next step would have been to trim. So trim to get out that section right there. Our seventh step now would be to draw this hexagon here. Now, if when setting up you turn on center, this probably would pop up. However, if you haven't established your center, we need to establish a center for the polygon. For that we could use M2P, middle of 2 points. So I would use M2P, middle of 2 points, M2P, middle of 2 points. So, well, before that, I would need to activate polygon. So before middle of 2 points, I would need to activate polygon. So let me bring this down there. So I would type polygon, 6 sides, polygon 6 sides, and when it asks for the center, I would use inscribe in a circle. Polygon 6 side, inscribe in a circle. When it asks for the center, I would use M2P, middle of 2 points. When it asks for the center for the polygon, to locate the center for the polygon, I would use middle of 2 points. Then I would click here as 1 point, down here as the next point, and it will then automatically drop this, start the polygon here, and then you enter the radius for the polygon. Yeah, number of sides 6, and in this case the radius would be 12 and a half. Yeah, so we draw the polygon, and please note that for the polygon we would use inscribe in a circle. Inscribe in a circle when we're setting the polygon. Inscribe in a circle. Yeah, and that is basically the steps that you would use to reproduce this figure. All right, so just to recap, the first thing we do is to draw a regular rectangle, 60 by 60. The next step would be to offset this to create another rectangle within here at a distance of 15 millimeters. Our third step would be to draw the circles at the end of the rectangle, one here, one there. Next is to chamfer. And to chamfer, this can be done one of two ways. We could create a new, we could I use chamfer, I use circle to get the circles here. Use chamfer or use circle or object snap tracking to get the distance from here to there, from here to there. Yeah. We would then draw a rectangle here. Oh, I think we missed a step. Move, draw a rectangle, and then we would move rectangle, then move. Then we would move rectangle into place, drop one here, repeat, move, use you as a base point, drop one there. Then trim out the middle section there. We would then use polygon, 6-side with inscribed in a circle, polygon 6-side with the diameter of 23 or radius 12.5 to get this. We would then use middle of 2 points to get the center for where it is located. And the middle of the 2 points would be middle of this point right here, middle of that point right here. Remember that you must turn on midpoints. All these applications or these techniques is on the assumption that you have set up your drawing space. You set your object snap, which includes midpoint, node, quadrants, and stuff like that. Okay, so this is pretty much the steps that you follow in AutoCAD to draw this figure.